we had heard of what sundowner syndrome was, and we knew that she had signs of that, but Alzheimer's never crossed our mind. And at the time, we just thought that was something old people got. Like, she would just be a little confused in the evenings, but we never thought it was a precursor to something of this magnitude. And looking back, we did see early signs, but we have no family history, and she's always been healthy. And so it really has been a huge curveball. And we are very thankful for the Alliance and the awareness that y'all bring, because it's so important. Because, you know, there's so many people my age that even my friends are just, they don't understand. It's been very stressful. The past year, especially when we saw things progress to that point where we had to find more round-the-clock care. You know, I was finding sitters for my kids to help take care of her. Most people my age have parents that help with their children. And so there's a big void there. You know, my mom is missing out on my kids being little. It was really challenging to navigate. My dad and my sister and I, we're so thankful for the Alzheimer's Alliance. They helped us navigate everything from a fast decline to what were the best options, what resources were out there. In the last 6 months, I haven't been working, which has been a blessing, because I've had to really step in and kind of help with minor things, such as like when we moved her, we had to deal with, you know, packing her things and trying to find, you know, things for her room, and just kind of around the clock trying to figure out what we were going to do. I have 2 young children, 5 and almost 1. My youngest was 6 months old when we were transitioning her to memory care. I am the only one of all of my friends and peers that has a parent that's directly affected by Alzheimer's. And obviously I'm already a caretaker of young children. There's so many parallels that come with that. So, you know, I do a lot of things for my kids that I also have done for my mom, such as labeling her clothes for, you know, where she is, and I do that for school. So it's been a very interesting perspective, to say the least. When people hear about my mom or ask me about it, the only reference they have is they've seen a grandparent go through it. And it's very hard being in this stage of life without a parent in that role, in that grandparent role, not only to be helpful, because it's a very stressful stage of life, but, you know, to just be present for those moments. And I will say that a lot of my friends just are almost speechless when I talk to them, because they don't know what to say. They can't imagine their mom not helping them, you know, with their children, or being able to pick up and call their mom. So it's been a huge adjustment, I would say. Like, I feel like I don't have my compass when it comes to parenting, because she was always the sound advice parent when it came to that stuff. But I definitely think that anyone that is a friend or a peer or my age really thinks of this as something that only happens to their grandparents or someone in their late 80s or 90s. No one has really been exposed to it, at least in conversations that I have had in this stage of life, in their 60s or 50s. If we had a little bit more information, we could have maybe navigated this a little bit differently in the early years. But overall, I think that it can, you know, a lot of people our age don't realize that this can affect them. It's not always just an old person disease. It can affect you midlife. So I wish I had known more about this disease, and it's not hereditary. The more awareness we can bring to people our age, you know, will help them when they're helping care for their parents.